And I'd like to say now that we have about 45 minutes of hilarity lined up for you guys, and about 7 skits performed by our 6 wonderful actors, directed by Nando over here. There it is. Woo! Man! That guy. But before we begin, we would like to help any and all audience members, you all can participate in this, whoever you are, in helping you guys out. We at Off Center love our audience members, and we'd like to help you all out by helping you guys with some life advice. Emily Hermata here is going to be trying to give you the best advice, quality advice to help you out in whatever way we can. I am going to probably not give you not so good advice, and Kenny here is going to try his best to ruin your fucking day. I'm terrible. So please, raise your hand and ask any question.
Sean Kelty.
I can't stop watching Law & Order Special Victims, and I need to get anything done. Please help.
So I know those troubles. I've been addicted to many a TV show. The best way to combat this is to lock up your TV in a room. If you're using television, like normal television, lock it in someone else's room so that you cannot get to it, and make them force you into a chair. Also, there's actually a program on like the websites on Chrome that you can make it so you can't get to like watching television sites, so you can't get the Netflix and all of those like distracted ones.
So, I understand your trouble, and some people just need to relax. In your case, it's all the time, and I say, that's okay, man. Just screw the work, it's fine. You need to take a you day, and if that you day is every fucking day, go for it.
All right, so the only way to really set your priorities is always, as Christian said, always watch Law & Order. But not just on a you day, or not just every day, but day, night, while you're sleeping, while you're in the bathroom. Make sure there's a TV everywhere, because whatever that work is you need to do, it's not as important as SVU, and I know that.
Yes, TJ.
I co-host a podcast. My co-host is like, he's not great, but he's okay. If I wanted to replace him, what should I do?
So to best combat this, first I would suggest not saying it in front of your co-host.
Okay.
But maybe politely bringing it up that you should bring a third member onto the team. Then see if your ratings go up with that third person, and if they do, slowly start recording them on different days when the original co-host was
So cheat on my co-host. Okay.
I think you should totally just freaking get rid of this co-host. I'm sorry, if I remember correctly, this co-host is Nando?
No names, no names.
Yeah, this co-host. I think you should replace this co-host with someone 10 times funnier, like me. I mean, knock knock.
Who's there?
Britney Spears.
Britney Spears who?
Shit.
All I'm going to say is murder is always an option.
Claire.
So, I have this one class, and my teacher just does not know the English language. Not just doesn't speak it well, just actually incapable of words. And we have a test coming up, and my notes are actually in Chinese. So what should I do?
So the best way that I've found to get through those painful exams is to actually ask everyone you know if they have had that class before, and ask them for old tests or exams. Hopefully that can help you. You can at least find the symbols that match to each other, and then you'll know.
So I'm going to start off with a little story. I was ordering food from Asia recently, and when they were delivering it, the man decided to call me and ask, hey, where are you? But he decided to do it in the angriest Chinese language. So he literally was yelling obscenities, which I assume were in Chinese. And finally, when I found him, which was me going outside and him honking his horn furiously, I went to him. He was not speaking a lick of English, and then he switched to Spanish. So I think the best way to get results is to yell at this teacher in every language you know till you get one that you guys have a common ground with.
So, all right, just get a plane ticket and fly to China. That's the best way to immerse yourself in the culture and the language. And then you'll just pass the test.
Zach.
How do I tell my mom, no more meatloaf?
Well, I think the best way to combat this is actually to suggest that meatloaf isn't the healthiest option. Since everyone's on a health kick these days, there's so many more options that you can have rather than meatloaf. I think your mom will understand.
I suggest locking yourself in a room don't eat anything at all and tell your mom you're taking a Gandhi-like approach at this.
Again, murder is always an option.
The ratio at Stevens has really been bringing me down, and I can't seem to get a girlfriend. What do I do?
So, I would suggest, do you bathe? Bathing is an option. That's always good. Deodorant, also a good option. Those raise your standards significantly here at Stevens. So I would suggest good hygiene. Maybe also going to other events besides off-center trainings.
So I see you're being pretty down, and I'm going to give you some advice that'll help you bring your friend up. So what I'm going to have to tell you is to literally just, you're in a fucking Stevens. Just leave, go to Rutgers or NYU.
I have the same problem as you. The ratio here is terrible. There's way too many girls, all right? We have to get rid of all the girls, and I'm with you on that. We can start a campaign.
Nando.
I enjoy like electronic music, but I would never ever go to one of those festivals just because it's not like kind of my thing. But I still want to enjoy it live. What should I do?
I would suggest actually hosting your own concert. I guess there should be some type of way to create some type of community that you would be able to do that. I think that's probably the best way of doing that, just because then you can kind of gear your advertisement towards the people that you would enjoy having at said concert.
I would say wait a few years till we really have this new awesome social media thing called Oculus Rift by Facebook, and just experience it like that.
Yeah, I'd say, going along with what Christian said, is just really immerse yourself in it. Don't worry that it's not live. It's all recorded anyway. Like, it's bullshit. It's electronic. So just blast it as loud as you can in your ears so that you're always listening to it.
All right, we're going to have our other Centurions give you more advice.
Hey, what's up, guys? Same order. I'm good. Brian's bad, and Magic Nick's just. All right. So yeah, totally improvised. Sean.
My cat ran away, but I need to go to work. I need a poster that says lost and has my cat on it. Help.
Yeah, so what I would do is find a problem that we can actually give you some advice to, because it seems like you figured it out. So yeah, just stick with your plan, and you should be good.
No. The cat didn't run away. You don't need a poster. It's just, you're not gonna find it. I'd suggest going to all the Chinese restaurants near you and
Liz.
I know far too much about Tim Sigler's sex life. What should I do to improve my life now?
This is a tough one. I went through something like this a few years back. I would definitely just kind of like reinvent yourself. So totally like change your name. Like just like start anew. Like you not even change your name, just start anew. Like think of yourself as a new person and kind of like be like, this is the first day of the rest of my life.
Become Tim Sigler.
the Men in Black solution with the little pen thing is a pretty good idea. You should look into that.
All right, Andy.
Hi, so my roommate and I are big Beyonce fans, right? As everyone is.
Woo!
Yeah, all the power. So we had a little quarrel recently because we listened to Drunk in Love as we do every morning at 7:50 a.m. and he's blasting it. And we're singing along, and my roommate thinks it's surfboard. Well, I think it's surfboard, spelled S-E-R-F-B-O-A-R-D. Which one is it really, and how do I deliver this on the communication with sound recognition?
So this is like a really delicate situation. You might want to sit down with your roommate, have a third party available to make sure an argument doesn't break out, and look up the lyrics on musiclyrics.com and just talk about it. Just talk it through, because it's real. This is reality. You're right, and he's got to learn from it. You know?
I mean, you're obviously right, so just straddle around, you know? You've already won. You don't need to prove anything to him.
So, the thing is, this is far more important than any type of morning ritual. Thing is, you just have to have an ultimatum. Just be like, you have to give into this or we're done. And don't just let it end with that. End it with a fight. End it good. End it with a climax.
All right, Dave.
Everyone keeps figuring out my card trick.
Well, what I would suggest, Dave, is to try to invent some of your own tricks. And not just buy them, because if you invent your own trick, then you have the secret and nobody else will know.
Do the same tricks, but pay them.
Magic just isn't for you. I would switch to an alternate entertainment industry like balloon animals. It's more your speed.
Doc.
I was out the other day, and somebody was talking about Off Center as some sort of lesser group. How should I respond if this ever comes up again?
Well, I think you should approach them and be like, hey, have you actually been to one of their shows? And when they say no, because they wouldn't have been to one of our shows if they're speaking about us that way, just like explain, you should really come out and check us out. And, you know, Off Center's not for everybody. It's a sad world.
Knock in their kneecaps and cart them here.
Thing is, if you bring them here, their claims will be validated. So, what you really have to do is just get some propaganda posters, like just do what Nazis did in World War II and you'll be set.
You, wait.
How do I beat 2048?
Alright, it's a pretty big commitment. What I usually do is I like to set it up so the top row always has 4 blocks in it, so it doesn't move. And I put on the left side the highest number, and then it's like, those are the high numbers, and I just work my way up and go up and to the left. And like, it works out, usually. There's also luck, so just play it a lot. Beat it. It's not that bad.
Get good, son.
Everyone knows that if you practice something, you'll get good at it. But since there's random spawning, you can't really practice that. So the thing is, if you just put enough time into it, just mash random buttons, it's the infinite monkey problem. You'll get it eventually. Just don't leave your room until you beat that game. Practice forever, and random will get you where you need to go. Ignore classes, they're for casuals anyway.
Andrew.
I have access to Reddit at my job, but I'm also supposed to do the work at my job. What should I do?
All of that.
I would suggest, for somebody who's like a really severe Reddit user, to just, you know, like, really just like organize yourself and just like make a promise, like, I'm gonna be on Reddit for 10 minutes, set an alarm, if possible. And once that alarm goes off, you're gonna go off Reddit and start working it.
Start looking at the shadier, significantly less legal sites on the internet. You'll never be allowed on the internet again in the set.
Trust no one.
That was the worst first half of Knockout I have ever seen. You guys don't get your shit together, we're gonna lose this game. I mean, come on, missing knockouts left and right? What is this? Jackson, get up here.
Yeah, Coach?
Walk me through that last play.
Well, I saw the victim. I looked around. I ran up behind him and I took a swing.
And you missed.
Yeah, Coach. I mean, it's tough. I was making some moves and I just...
You were showboating. That's why you missed. Sit down. Guys, listen. Knockout is a simple game. You find a victim, preferably someone who's not paying attention, listen to music on their iPhone, and you run up to them and knock them out. It's that simple. One hit and you run away. But what are you guys doing? James, you were trying to do spin moves, and Derek, I saw you kick.
I was warming up before the slam.
You were trying to kick and you got a technical. One more of those and you're ejected. I shouldn't have to be telling you guys this. Look, let's get back to basics. This is you. This is your victim. Notice his field of vision. It's facing away from you. Martinez, come on. You run at the victim and you knock him out. Then you run away. That's it. We have one play. That's our one play. None of this, or this, or whatever this was. Guys, Edwards, when you got up to the victim, what did you do?
I chop, sir.
You chop. This isn't Karate Kid. We don't chop. We punch. Closed hand, tight fist, follow through. All right? Guys, I don't know what to say. This is the biggest game of knockout of your professional careers. I can't do this for you. No. You have to do this for you, all right? It's not, there's only one thing standing in your way. And it's not the guy at the other end of the platform or the victim. They're just minding their own business. It's not the cops or the bystanders. And contrary to what you're thinking right now, it's not me. It's you. You know, when you get older, you look back at all the shots you missed and all the things you didn't do. All the regrets you had. A lot of them, they'll just fade away. But the big ones, oh, they'll stay with you. They'll stay with you like a bad tattoo until the day you die. Anderson, when we found you, what were you doing?
I was bagging groceries, sir.
And we gave you a shot, and what do you do now?
I run up behind people and punch them.
Right. Davis, where were you?
I was a tax attorney.
And we gave you a shot, and what do you do now?
I run up behind people and punch them.
Exactly. Every single one of you was doing something different before. And then we gave you a shot, and now you're running up behind people and punching them. This is the greatest game in the history of mankind that we're playing right now. Life is like a game of knockout. You only get one shot. You guys are the world to me. The way I see it right now, we have two options. Either we heal and find a victim and run up to them and knock them out, or we don't knock out another victim again. And I know you guys don't want that. No! You aren't doing it for me. You're not doing it for the money, or the trophies, or the fancy cars. You're knocking people out so you can look cool in front of your friends! That's life. That's knockout. So what are you going to do? What do you want to do?
I want to look cool.
What do you want to do?
I want to look cool!
Then let's go do the coolest goddamn thing that anyone can do. Let's go find a stranger and ruin his or her afternoon! Yeah!
Tell them read between it, tripping while I'm...
That's right. There's no business like shoe business. For more on that, let's go to... Oh, it seems like we have some breaking news. There's been a plane crash outside of San Francisco. On board were 13 passengers, 2 pilots, and a small flight crew.
We were getting reports that the plane's passengers were a group of celebrities traveling to an award show. We will bring you updates on this story as they develop.
And it seems like we are just getting the descriptions of the victims now. But we're having some problems with the teleprompter. If we could just get their image on the screen, that'd be great. The first body discovered was... that guy. He was the bad guy in A Knight's Tale. And he was also in The Prestige.
You mean the bad guy from the Lincoln movies, The Vampires? He was in The Illusionist, not The Prestige. The Prestige is the one with Batman and Wolverine.
Right. So, if you are just tuning in, we have some heartbreaking news. that there has been a plane crash and 13 actors were on board. This guy is one of the deceased. And apparently, so is the dad from Transformers. I think he was in something else, but I don't know what.
We're also getting reports that the main other from Lost was also on board. Not Linus, the other one from the beginning who's like, we're gonna have to take the boy to the park. And you know what? I was watching Con Air on HBO the other day, and I'm pretty sure he was in that too. That's ironic. We're getting some conflicting reports. Some people on scene are saying that Jeff Bridges was on the plane, while others are saying it's Jeff Daniels. You know the one from Crazy Heart?
I'm pretty sure that Jeff Bridges wasn't Crazy Heart. Jeff Daniels is is in something else.
I'm pretty sure that Jeff Bridges was in Iron Man, the last Iron Man movie, and he's in the newsroom. But Jeff Daniels was just in that stupid ghost movie with Van Wilder.
Okay, so you're right about Iron Man and the ghost movie, but it was definitely Daniels in the newsroom.
So you're saying the guy from Dumb and Dumber is in the newsroom?
It makes more sense than the dude.
Oh yeah, I can't believe I forgot about that one. Still, which one was in Tron?
It seems like we have just received a statement from HBO. This is a heartbreaking tragedy, and our condolences go out to the friends and families of the victims. Also, if the one from the newsroom died, we will try to replace him with the
True Detective! Shia LaBeouf's dad from Transformers was in True Detective. He was the head cop in the beginning of the season who was like, get off the case! But then he didn't care. Oh, we're getting news that either Elijah Wood or Tobey Maguire was on the phone. It could be hours until we find out if it was Frodo or the one who used to be Spider-Man.
We are also getting reports that Ben Foster was one on board. You may know Ben from his roles of the remake of 3 10 to Yuma, Pandorum, and the 3rd X-Men movie where he played Angel. He's succeeded by his wife, Robin Wright.
Get the fuck out! The lady from House of Cards!
Yeah, Sean Penn's old wife.
But she's gotta be like a good 15 years older than him.
He's older than you think. And did you know that the kid from Kick-Ass is married to someone 23 years older than him? And he's only in his mid-20s.
You mean Aaron Taylor Thomas?
Yeah.
Do you remember how that kid was in that Savages movie? It looked like it was gonna be really good, but then it wasn't. Kind of like that Counselor movie.
Yeah, that John Carter kid. He was in a string of bad ones that year.
Still,
he wasn't great.
He wasn't on the plane though, so win some, lose some.
Unfortunately, we have just received the final list of the passengers. Among the deceased are the bald guy from The Princess Bride, Tim Burton's wife, Show Me the Money, Mr. Blonde, Babe's owner, and Luis Guzman. The only survivor from the crash is reported to be Sean Bean, which people on the scene are describing as surprising because he always dies and stuff.
All right, gentlemen, I have called this meeting to discuss films for 2013. 2012 was a huge year with all these big box office record breakers. We're going to need 2013 to follow up with some really strong pictures.
And I have just that, sir. So I have Pacific Rim. It's Guillermo del Toro's homage to classic Japanese monster movies. So the premise is we have giant robots fighting giant monsters, and they are wrecking this city, trust me. And some of them are even flying. We get a lot of 9/11 imagery in there. You know, buildings are falling down, people are running for their lives, there's death from above.
You know, that's really solid. I think it should play well overseas. I'm a little worried about the lack of unaided awareness, but you know what social media can do for us these days.
Great. What else do we have?
We have Man of Steel. We're rebooting Superman. It's going to be darker, grittier. We have Chris Nolan on board to produce, and it should set up that universe quite well.
And of course, at the end, there's a huge fight in Metropolis between Superman and the Zod, and they are wrecking everything. We get all the good 9/11, you know, buildings are down, people are running for their lives, there's death from above.
That seems a bit dark.
That's the point of the gritty reboot.
Right, but I mean, the 9/11 imagery specifically seems a bit much.
We're living in a post-9/11 world. Audiences get that. We can use these themes to connect the fantasy world of superheroes with these real-world issues.
All right, yeah, I can get on board with that. Do you have any other themes that we can use?
Oh, of course. We have Thor, the Dark World. So we have post-Avengers Thor, and he has to reconcile with Natalie Portman. But at the same time, he's still trying to figure things out with Loki. It's all about justice and when can you trust somebody who broke the law. You see, Thor needs Loki's help, but he isn't sure if he can trust him or not. You have a lot of these uneasy alliances, like a lot of nations have today, in order to protect the greater good.
I really like that.
And what can make them work together better than some good old 9/11? Buildings are falling down, Asgardians are running for their lives, there is death from above, it's perfect!
All right, come on, what's with you in this 9/11? I mean, it's not like it's the only plot device we can use.
I don't know. I mean, it does sell movie tickets. The 3 highest grossing films of all time. We have The Avengers, which is Alien 9/11. We have Avatar, Magic Life Tree 9/11, and the Titanic, Boat 9/11. I think he's onto something here.
Right, but Titanic came out before 9/11 happened.
But you still get all the good 9/11 moments. Look, boats are falling over, people are running for their lives, there is death from above. In the form of boats tipping. The point is 9/11 works. I mean, look at these 3 films. Iron Man 3, what is this? The Hunger Games Catching Fire? Frozen? There's not enough 9/11. Okay, Iron Man 3 has some with, the plane exploding. His house is a building that falls down. But where are the people running for their lives? It just isn't there. These 3 movies are going to flop.
Don't want anything to do with it. Shut up, Dan. You haven't produced one good movie idea with any 9/11 in it whatsoever. If the next script you give me doesn't have some damn fine 9/11 in it, you're fine.
All right, you know what? We have another movie, too, that I'd like to tell you guys about. You know The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug?
Yeah, I have the one right here, actually. There's no 9/11. It's just weird elf-dwarf love triangles and stuff.
Okay, it's true, Desolation of Smaug doesn't have a lot of 9/11. But you know what does? The first Hobbit. Listen, it starts off with a dragon flying into a town. It's wrecking everything. Buildings are falling down. People are running for their lives. There is death from above. It sets everything up. And at the end of this one, we're going to have a dragon flying into a city, filled with buildings just waiting to fall down. People just ready to run away. And the dragon, he's just going to say, I am death, when he's above. And then, boom! Credits. Leave them wanting more 9/11. They will come back next year, all of their friends, to get that sweet, sweet dragon 9/11.
That's brilliant!
I do have one, too. It's a big space movie sequel, Star Trek, Into Darkness. So the crew from the Enterprise is back, and they've got a prisoner on board, and they have to decide whether or not to kill him or not go along with the superior officer's orders. It's all about military and chain of command, and they're gonna put a bomb on the bad guy's ship, and the main character sacrifices himself. The audience will really get on board with that. But maybe we could have the bad guy's ship crash into Earth.
Go on.
And we could, so the ship comes into the city, and then all the buildings are falling down.
Oh.
And there's people yelling and screaming and running for their lives because of the death from above.
That is brilliant!
Really?
Maybe the best pitch I've ever heard. You lost me at the beginning there, but at the end, you nailed it, baby! Let's fast track all of these, and let's start looking at 2014.
You know, I have been thinking about what it'd be like to crash one of those SHIELD helicarriers.
Why just one?
The only way to shine, so I'm feeling like the odds is the only state of mind. It's gonna give me peace. in these streets. Equipped with a piece, catching niggas when they breathe. That's man gave us love, and God gave us time. It's the art of storytelling, and I'm only telling mine.
How many cards do you have in your hand?
6.
Alright, I'll move 4 spaces, and I'll just draw an inventory card and end my turn right there.
Okay, I can discard before my turn, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm still figuring this game out.
Don't worry, it's a complicated game.
So if I have Wings of Reckoning, I can move over the gray space and end up on the green, right?
Wings of Reckoning have levitate, so yeah, you should be good.
Wow. I can't believe I'm only 4 spaces away from the castle, and I haven't even used any of these items.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. How many items do you have?
6, why, is something wrong?
I forgot to tell you this in the beginning, sorry, but levitate only applies if you have less than 5 items.
So all I can do is draw a card?
Well, you could just drop some items.
Alright, fine, I'll do that. I'll drop the Science Shield and Helmet of Wisdom.
Whoa, whoa, you can't just drop items. What are you talking about? It's 1,000 gold each. Sorry, I forgot to tell you that in the beginning.
That's strange. Well, I only have 1,800 gold, so...
I forgot to tell you this, but you can double your gold at any time just by gambling on a d20.
Alright, fine. I bet 1,000 gold that I'll roll a 5.
Alright. Oh wait, what class were you again?
Wizard.
Wizards are noble. So, since they're noble, they can't gamble. Sorry.
Alright, can you just tell me what you would do in this situation? You're the one who knows this game.
I would just switch classes so you can gamble.
Fine, let's do that.
Alright, well, alright, take a wizard token, and here's a warrior token, I'll put it back at the start.
Wait, what do you mean move back to the start?
When you switch classes, you move back at the start.
Why would I do that then?
So you can gamble. You're the one that wanted to gamble.
Yeah, so I can win the game!
Why'd you just say that in the beginning? Well, if you want to win the game, now you're going to need 20 victory points instead of 10.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's kind of like how George Washington deserved to be president because he didn't think he deserved it.
That has nothing to do with this game!
That's the name of the game, literally. It's like how George Washington deserved to be president because they didn't deserve it. You've been playing for 3 hours and you haven't picked up on that?
It's kind of like how George Washington deserved to be president. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Wait, do you know what? I'll just draw a card and I'll be a wizard again. Alright. You've been elected chairman of the board. Pay each player $50. This is a Monopoly card, and I have told you I only have 1,800 gold.
That card says dollars, not gold. Get out your wallet.
I'm not paying this!
You're the one that decided to take the risk by drawing that card.
I feel like I haven't decided anything this entire game.
And look where that strategy got you.
I get the money back at the end of the game, right?
Oh, definitely, definitely. Just a game.
Fine.
You just activated my trap card, Throne of Lies. Allows me to get away with 1 lie per game. You know that? You can still get it back though, don't worry. You just have to beat me in the moment of silence minigame. I'll draw a card from the deck, and you have to stay silent for the amount of seconds it says on the card. And don't go over, just talk when you think that number is passed.
Wait, what if
Ready?
it's a face card?
Go!
Fine, it's 8!
27. We're using the extended deck.
What happened
now? Oh, jinx! You know what that means? Mousetrap, baby.
Is there any way we cannot play Mousetrap?
Oh! Push up contest time! Let's do this!
Can we just play Mousetrap instead, actually?
You already used your 1 minigame substitution on, this, so you can't switch back. It's only 1 per game. You know the rules.
Why are you on my table? You're gonna make a mess!
Oh, mess! You said that word. What that means? First person to say mess in the game, so if you don't beat me in a race, I get to mess up your house. Let's go!
Fine, let's just get it over with.
I'm Mark. Oh, I can't wait to break that boss. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
You're cheating! Stop! Just stop! Let's give us some rules. Can we just play a game with less rules?
Mr. Game. There's a lot less rules than that game, and it's made by off-center members.
Oh, God. Wow! How long does it take?
How long does it take?
Oh, my God.
Anywhere from 1 minute to 9 days. Nobody knows.
Okay, so what's the goal of the game?
The goal? The goal? It can be something, or anything, or everything, or nothing. Nobody knows.
What's the actual goal? Where do you have to go? What is my goal when I'm playing?
Oh, my dear boy, the goal is the idea of the number 4, or 3, or 2, or 1, or nothing.
Wait, if nothing, then what do you even do?
Oh, if there's nothing on the board, you just wander around. Endless possibilities.
That sounds good, but I think we'll just stick to, well, it's kind of like how George Washington deserved to be president because he thought he didn't deserve it.
Okay. Please play, Mr. Game. Please play, Mr. Game. Please play, Mr. Game.
All right, so it's my turn now?
Yeah, just try a card and then
So who's going to piss on the furniture, you or me? Holy shit! Holy shit, I found a dead body! Someone come over here, there's a dead body! Oh good, some people.
What seems to be the problem?
Oh my gosh! Where are your parents? Who are you girls?
She's Mary Kate.
And she's Ashley.
And we're the Olsen and Olsen Detective Agency.
We can solve any crime
by dinner time.
You're detectives? Where are your parents? How did you get here?
Our parents are on a business trip in Baton Rouge.
That's the capital of Louisiana.
We rode our bikes here when we heard that there was a mystery to solve.
So step aside, sir, and let's examine the scene. I think something happened over there.
Have you girls solved a real mystery before?
We've solved tons of mysteries.
Oh, yeah, like there was this one time that there was a spooky ghost in a mansion in Transylvania, but when we got there, it turned out the spooky ghost was just the guy taking care of bees.
Transylvania?
Or this one time in an amusement park, everyone thought that there was a monster running around, but it happened to just be an orangutan.
There was an orangutan running around an amusement park?
Or there was this one time that there were these marshmallow miners, and they thought a monster was throwing snowballs at them, but it just turns out the snowballs was ash, and the monster was a geologist trying to warn them that they were on an active volcano.
An active volcano? And what in the world is a marshmallow miner?
Well, where do you think marshmallows come from?
Factories, not mines! What are you girls even doing?
We're gathering evidence.
Now that we've surveyed the scene, we have to figure out what to do next.
Oh, we can go to that abandoned farmhouse and have them sleep over and see what happens tonight.
You cannot do that, no.
Then we can climb up into that tree and wait until the perpetrator comes back.
What makes you think he'll come back? And what will you do if he does? Arrest him?
Oh, I have this cowboy disguise. We could put it on and talk to the people around town.
We're in the bayou! There are no cowboys! What would they ride, gators?
We should do an experiment.
Oh yeah, I guess that could help. Like you could analyze the victim's hair or something like that. Figure out where she has been.
So did you guys know that swamps have vinegar in them?
And when you add that to baking soda from your fridge, it creates a crazy explosion!
You girls clearly have no idea what you're doing, and you messed up the scene. They may never figure out who actually did this.
You should call the police if you need a hand.
You can call them from your lemonade stand!
Call them if you don't know what to do.
Call them if you find a spooky clue.
The police saw your friends and they got your back.
If you see the police, you should give them a snack.
Police!
So, I'm gonna call the police now. My phone is in my car, I'm gonna get it. Don't move.
Okay, man.
What's that?
What?
Maybe it's our mystery man.
Oh my gosh, it's the murderer! Get the hell out of here, girls!
He's
I'll find
coming
them all!
this way.
Look, it's a cowboy riding an alligator.
You were right.
I was just riding through on here all Halloween. How's it going, girls?
So did you do this?
Oh yeah, I was riding right through here, and that poor girl nearly spooked your old outline, so she just got a little uppity and tore to shreds. I was looking for some police, but I got lost in this here swamp. Any of you girls want to take me back to the nearest police station so I can turn myself in?
Sure thing, partner.
We'll take you to the Baton Rouge Police Department. Did you know that Baton Rouge is the capital of Louisiana?
I did not.
Thanks for all your help, dude.
In 15 years, at least one of them's gonna do coke.
They say we get lower than an alligator snake boat. And when I say gator, I mean that gator that makes that snake boat. I wish that Peter would throw some blood up on my bird boat. Wow, ass ripping. The ITE English for water, learn about how I'm looking. I take simply for to their solution.
If you just tell us the truth, could be all scot-free.
I already told you everything I know. Just let me go.
Look, kid, I want to help you. My partner out there, he doesn't give a damn about you or this case. You think I can control him? He's a beast.
Who, Dad?
Yeah, Schnuckle. Your father. Two-story colonial, suburbs, decent family life. Remind me a lot of myself when I was just a young pup.
Yeah, because you grew up here, Mom.
Anything I can do to make you more comfortable? Candy cigarette?
Look, I already told you. There's nothing that I didn't tell you. So the best you could do is 2, maybe 3 hours of chores. You got nothing on me.
Tell us, you little punk!
What's your chance with me, kid? He's gonna do what he's gonna do.
Look, I already told Mom. I didn't do anything.
You lying son of a bitch! We got a little birdie telling us that you were in Jefferson last Sunday.
Says who?
Wouldn't you like to know?
All right, yeah, I went out with Frank and got a slice of pizza.
Oh, just a slice of pizza. Well, then it looks like you're free to go, Mr. Just a slice of pizza. But, Jane.
You're in for it now, kid.
Have you heard of a little felony called Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah, so?
You took the minivan without permission! Whoa.
Careful with that one.
All right, fine, I took it. I didn't ask. I'm sorry.
Gerald, no!
Fine.
Let me guess. Mowing the lawn and a week of grounded?
Try 10 hours of chores and 2 weeks of grounding!
That's insane!
Don't sass me, punk! I don't make the rules, I just enforce them.
But you do. You make the rules.
My hands are tied.
Although,
No, what?
we could cut the kid a bit of slack.
Yeah, come on, cut me some slack.
We could cut that sentence down to a week of grounding. On one condition.
All right.
Who is your sister Katie dating?
Laundry.
1 week of grounding.
Dirty dishes.
1 week.
Dirty dishes!
1
Dirty
week!
dishes! But 3 nights, mister.
Randall Weeks, some dumb football jock.
That's lovely!
I know the boy's father. He's a good man. We should invite his family over.
Sparing the expense that I'm concerned about.
That cabin looks exactly like the one used by Ash. What?
It's RoboCop.
He did it. The crazy son of a bitch, he did it.
Cybernetic body, Auto 9 handgun, Cobra assault cannon.
Officer Alex Murphy.
How much did it cost?
Well, Conan cost about 70 million.
You have Conan?
Yes.
You have Conan?
Yes.
Say again?
We have Conan. Oh, Dr. Grant, Dr. Sattler, I welcome you to 80s movie remake pod.
Magnificent! You remade the suit down to every detail.
How did you do this?
Let me show you. We have gone through and we have found all of the most popular films, mostly by watching I Love the 80s, and we have made perfect, identical copies here. Look there, a new film is being born.
Is that Footloose?
I believe it is, Dr. Sattler.
It looks so similar.
We have spared no expense, although we have made a few changes.
What did you change?
Oh, you know, he's from Boston now, his mother is dead, and there is no tractor race.
What do they race then?
Buses!
You can't just change these movies, that's not how it works. You have to respect the fans.
We respect the fans by placing cheeky little references all over to remind them of the original. Besides, we've done plenty of focus groups.
Those aren't fans! These movies aren't like Spider-Man. They died out naturally. You can't remake them. You're playing God.
Oh, relax, Dr. Malcolm. They are true to their original pictures.
Yeah, you saw RoboCop.
Actually, for most of the film, his suit is going to be black.
Alert! Alert! The movies have been released. The reception is very bad. Red Dog got a 20 on Rotten Tomatoes. Alert! Alert! Alert!
Oh no. The films have been released. We need to get out of here! Quickly! Follow Footloose!
There was some black kid doing karate. You did it!
Jaden Smith seemed like a good idea at the time. He's what the kids love. You monster! Close the door! Jaden Smith can't open doors! Will Smith must have opened that door for him too.
Who's Miyagi?
Jackie Chan.
He does kung fu, not karate. Run! Wait. Is that the wax song? all thing? He saved us!
Quickly, to the helicopter before the 3-boob chick from Total Recall shows up!
That was close.
I agree. It was a terrible idea to remake all of those films. I'll have to destroy the other one then.
There's another one?
Oh yes. But we didn't just stick with remakes, we also explored the idea of sequels. We made new sequels to The Terminator and Men in Black.
That sounds awful.
Oh, you don't know the half of it. We were also working on a sequel to Jurassic Park.